So hello everyone, talking about mechanism of HCl secretion. First I'll explain you the process briefly so you can understand and directly draw this diagram, which is enough in the exam. Instead of mugging up the points, I'll tell you the special points in theory form after explaining this diagram, so please understand this diagram first. HCl secretion occurs in parietal cell or oxyntic cell of the stomach. First step is CO2 and H2O from metabolism, that is metabolic CO2 and water combine by catalyst carbonic anhydrase enzyme. Carbonic anhydrase present in abundance in parietal cell. Okay, CO2 and H2O combine to form H2CO3, breaks into H plus and bicarbonate. H plus goes into the gastric lumen in exchange of K plus, which comes in by primary active transport mediated by H plus K plus ATPase pump, and bicarbonate goes in the interstitial fluid in the exchange of chloride ion, which comes in the cell. This is antiport and also an active transport, that is it requires ATP. So now Cl minus, due to large intracellular negativity, too many of Cl minus get accumulated, and due to negativity Cl minus is forced into the lumen through chloride channels located on apical membrane of the cell, and this H plus and Cl minus, now they are HCl in the lumen. So metabolism, CO2 and H2O, H2CO3, HCO3 and H plus goes out in exchange of K plus, primary active transport, H plus K plus ATPase pump, and bicarbonate goes into the interstitial fluid, chloride antiport and active transport, chloride forced into the lumen due to intracellular negativity which increases, and by chloride channels located on apical membrane of the cell. So this is the brief process, please remember it properly. Metabolism, CO2 and H2O, H2CO3, H plus and H3O3 minus, H plus, K plus, ATPase pump, primary active transport, and bicarbonate goes out, chloride comes in. Here H plus goes out and potassium comes in, bicarbonate goes out and chloride comes in. Here is gastric lumen, interstitial fluid, parietal cell, and intracellular negativity forces chloride out of the parietal cell into the gastric lumen. So metabolic CO2 and H2 in the presence of carbonic anhydrase give carbonic acid, which breaks into bicarbonate ion, and H plus ions goes out, K plus comes in, primary active transport, bicarbonate goes out, chloride comes in. So you have to write this itself in the form of points to write it as a long answer. So this is the whole process in the form of points. You can directly copy this down and write it in your exam. You can just take a screenshot of this. This is the same thing what I have explained in the process. Take a screenshot. This is the second step. And these are some special points about HCl secretion. First is the drug omeprazole used to decrease HCl formation inhibits H plus K plus ATPase pump and blocks H plus secretion. When we have too much of acidity and we want to decrease the HCl formation, the drug omeprazole is given, which blocks H plus K plus ATPase pump. So the main key point that you should remember, even if you forget the sentence, just remember these two words key. Omeprazole blocks H plus K plus ATPase pump. What I have circled, just remember that much. Second point is bicarbonate released into the blood is responsible for postprandial alkaline tide associated with increased gastric acid secretion, which is after meals, and this tide is characterized by alkaline urine, slightly depressed breathing, and raised alveolar PCO2. Now if it's difficult to remember the 3 points ki what it's associated, just remember the keywords ki bicarbonate released into the blood during HCl secretion is responsible for postprandial alkaline tide associated with increased gastric acid secretion. Just to write these two keywords, omeprazole blocks H plus K plus ATPase pump and bicarbonate is responsible for postprandial alkaline tide. This word is important. Your answer will become a very high quality answer if you write these 2 points, and this is a very important Viva question too, ki omeprazole blocks H plus K plus ATPase pump and blocks H plus secretion. And even if you can't remember all the 3 points, by common sense you know that alkaline tide hai to alkaline urine hogi. So bicarbonate, alkaline tide, alkaline urine. Now factors that increase HCl secretion, vagal stimulation. Vagus nerve stimulation, matlab it's like a sympathetic response, remember. So sympathetic response की वजह से increase HCl secretion. ऐसे remember करो. Gastrin hormone and histamine. Vagal stimulation, gastrin and histamine increase HCl secretion and inhibit HCl secretion. Low pH in stomach, मतलब अगर alkaline हो गया अंदर, सॉरी, लो पीएच मतलब अगर एसिडिक हो गया अंदर, देन बाय नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म और एसिडिक होने से बचाना है तो डिक्रीजेस HCl सिक्रीशन या फिर इनहिबिट. सेकेंड थिंग, इंटेस्टाइनल इन्फ्लुएंसेस, कि इंटेस्टाइन में एसिडिक काइम गया तो फिर इंटेस्टाइन को अब वो अल्कलाइन करना है तो HCl सिक्रीशन इनहिबिट हो गया. थर्ड थिंग, सोमैटोस्टैटिन हार्मोन. एंड फोर्थ थिंग, प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स. Just remember it, learn it. Vagal stimulation, gastrin and histamine increase HCl secretion. Low pH in stomach, intestinal influences, somatostatin and prostaglandins inhibit HCl secretion. The last thing you have to keep in mind is functions of HCl. HCl stimulates bile and pancreatic secretion. It provides optimal pH for action of pepsin. It helps in breakdown of protein. It hinders the growth of pathogenic bacteria, and it helps in iron absorption by converting Fe3 plus ions in the diet to Fe2 plus, that is ferrous form. Fe2 plus is the absorbable form. So by 12th knowledge you must be already knowing all these points, and just take a screenshot of this. Thank you. And this is more than enough for a long answer about mechanism of HCl secretion or an SAQ. You can directly copy this whole thing into your university examination, or in the starting I have just explained the process. If you just watch that much and draw that diagram, you will be 70% in that answer.